Hey everyone, I'm back again. So what I would like to do is to start some more work on the concept art scene that we're coming down to the end of designing all these bad guys. And of course, I would like to after that start modeling some of these guys. So I figure I'll do another batch, another round of concept art and some of these guys and see if we could get them kind of finished up. Hey, I just want to say thanks for all my supporters out there, and we really appreciate it. For all those who take interest. We're really trying to build up a little community here of people for the game Soul 3000 and Heavenly Form, right? Which is the company, you know, um, the company of people that are building this game. And I say company of people because it's basically me, my wife, and my brother Peter, and some of my other brothers and friends. So, but mostly me, but we would like to include a lot more people in on this and get it going, if you guys find it interesting. So, let's get right to some more design. I think we did good with the last set of group of characters, so we'll just continue doing and moving on from here and see how far we can get with it. Okay, let's start going. Start designing. Let's just see what we got so far. Okay, here I'm on my desktop. Let's get some stuff going on here. Okay, so let's get into the folder. Go to concept art, character design, enemies. Okay, so we did the generals, and I decided to whittle it down from 3 generals to just the 2 generals that'll pop up in the game here. I think there could be a lot more bad guys, but we'll see how that works out. So I'm gonna make an A, B, and C folder. A, B, and go C folder. I'm just gonna drop each bad guy respectively in here. No particular order or anything like that. I'm just gonna actually delete these files here, and I'm gonna let's start with one of these guys. This first guy here. He's a warlord, right? Oh, I guess he's supposed to be 1. Okay, let's do that. Let's crisscross them. Paste, and let's put this guy back. Let's put this guy in the other one. That's all good. I think this guy looked very generic, and maybe we could come up with something cooler for him. Yeah, I think we could, but we'll see. Let's start with so far we have the generals, we have war machines. Oh yeah, this war machine was pretty cool. Yep, that one was cool. Okay, let's go into Warlord 1. He's interesting, so let's get this guy going with some coolness. Let's open him up in the Gimp. I like this track right here. Yeah, there we go. That's one of the nice... Oh, I broke it again. Let's get a perfect square. There we go. Really? Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. And open up the second guy here. Oh yeah, he's all over the place, right? Oh, let's just focus on the main parts here. We don't have to get that long pole going out there like that. I'm gonna crop this guy. I think this guy may need to change, but we'll see. May get rid of like, I just have an instinct to get rid of the top part here. Let's just do that. Let's make that flat. Yeah, I think this is much more interesting. The JPEG. Okay, so let's load this guy up in Stable Diffusion and see what variations we get. Oh, wrong folder. Okay, going to output here, final images, and over here, we got this guy. Okay, let's get this going. A launch. Okay. Back in action. Action. Let's do this. Let's load in. Let's load him in. All right. I'll stay at 512 for now. And let's change some of these settings here. 0.3. We're going to count 25. I want 3 batches, 3 images at once. And let's load in some verbiage here, some text. Just add some of these. Okay, let's see. Let's go with red. These last guys will be probably like red. Let's go brown. Red, orange, brown. Let's see what kind of result that gets. Let's do holding an electric mace. So I guess the red rang through. Let's see what it's given us. I'm liking this already. Oh, look at this one. It's pretty interesting. Okay, let's see if we can isolate the main shape. Okay, let's go. Let's hit it again. Let's see here. Let's do one more generate and take a look at what the result is. Oh, I think I like the first one. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna raise the resolution. Let's give it a little more control here. Give it 9. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come in here. Let's just look over these images real quick. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna change my action networks. Let's try this. Let's go. Okay, it's really thinking. Yeah, this is taxing my computer. I don't understand. And one graphics card. I have two, but it's not utilizing the both of them. What the? Oh my gosh, one of them, no wonder one of them was rendering at a crazy size. I'm sorry guys, I didn't realize that. Wow. You're gonna have to regenerate this. Okay, plus I put in some newer parameters, so let's do it. That's why it was taking forever. It was rendering at an abnormal size. My bad. It should render a lot faster now. Let's do masked. Let's just interrupt it. Let's do it again. Wow, it already looks like we're going to get some good results. Wow, I like what I'm getting right here. I'm going to save this guy. Okay, here we go. Wow, getting some good results. Yeah, this guy's interesting. Yeah, this guy's interesting too. I think this is this the guy that we saved? Yep, he wasn't quite rendering, finished rendering. Oops. Okay, save this guy. Not that guy. Save this guy. I like what it's doing with the club. It's giving it some intricate stuff. Yep, and the rigidity and everything is hard. Is cool enough. Yeah, let's do it. Let's send it again. I'm gonna tune up the sampling steps to 30. Let's render it. All we need is like maybe like Like 2 more and we're good. Maybe I could back away on the how much of this I give it. Go like 2.5 instead. Take a look. Yeah, I'm seeing some interesting stuff, so let's look through. I like this. I like the chassis of this one. This one is not bad. I think this one is not good. Maybe, yeah, not that one. Maybe this one here and this guy here. This guy's legs is cool. So maybe it is the first guy here. Let's go with these two first guys on top here. So this guy here is safe, and we'll just do one more. And this guy. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, let's check the other guys out. Let's see what we got in this. I think the first one might be a no. Definitely the last one seems pretty okay. And yeah, definitely this one here. Okay, so no to this guy. This guy is okay. Yes to this guy here. Alright, I think that's enough. We got this. Got that. Got this. think I got enough to construct a bad guy from that. I'm just gonna cut, paste in here. Let's move on to the other guy. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, so this is our next guy here. I'm gonna drop him into in paint and just mask him up real quick. Okay, let's do this. I think this is good enough. Let's generate it. Hopefully it's not too dark. Look at this guy. Not too bad. But he's really dark though. Hey, how's it going? Was that Dookie Man the fifth? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Kind of liking some of the stuff we're getting here. I wish they would do a little bit something different with the head. I think he needs to lighten up. So let's lighten him up a bit here in the Gimp, so we can get a little more color going on in him. Yeah, I think just lighten him up a little bit will give him more variation also. There you go. Just a smidgen. Okay, let's go back. I have to mask him out one more time. So fast we can mask him out. Once I'm finished masking them out, I think this will be pretty quick. We get some different varying results on this. Okay, it's pretty quick. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna add a thing here just in case. Okay, let's run it. See what we get. I can't wait. Let's go. So it's still going. Boom! That's exactly what I thought. That looks a lot better. Okay, let's see what we got here. Interesting. It treats this as a separate thing instead of a hand. Oh, that's interesting. It's doing the same thing again. Okay, let's look at the overall design of this. Well, the head has to change for sure. We could do a better head. Okay, looking over the overall body. That's interesting. So I think this one maybe. That one. That one for sure, because the legs are cool in this one. Not this one. So maybe the first two. This one and this one. So let's save that. Save that one and the other one. Yep, and let's run this again. I'm gonna turn off. Right now I have it in a different let's just change some settings here real quick. I'm gonna go back to my disco. And let's run it again. Now I think this guy gives me a feel of like a samurai, right? Like he has like the straps hanging down. Little Japanese vibe. We're gonna have to break out his head. We need a better head. Okay, let's go. Bazoomies. Right there, that's the head. Yeah, we're gonna get a better Better noggin from this. So let's see. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna call this head. Save that out. And then we can always join the two together later like we did with one of the previous guys. Ooh, snap! Look at this! There's all kinds of crazy on this one. Very cool. Okay, not liking what it's doing there. Let's look at the arm. Oh, we got a tentacle arm right here. Yeah, and so this one is definitely a yes. That one, not too sure. Yeah, let's go with this guy. Just save that guy. Okay, let's see what we have here. That's for the settings. I'm gonna drop back some of the rendering, go back a bit. Let's let go of some of the... Okay. Let's render it one more time, and then we'll do the head. Ooh, images. Did I? What happened here? Did I save this guy? Save, not zip. I think I zipped him by accident. Okay, let's get out of here. I think I have him twice there. Yep. Guess let's get rid of that guy. Ooh, is it done? Okay, what do we have here? What was even more interesting? Okay, let's look at this guy. Kinda liking this guy here a little bit. I like his stuff, like his midsection, his arm again. And you have more of the kind of Lance vibe thing that's happening. Yeah, let's get this guy for the arm. And let's get the last guy, and that's it. We could work with that. So I'm gonna grab this guy here. Save. Grab this other guy here. Save, and let's do the head now. Okay, let's change the description here. Let's put head. It's not doing anything. It's not holding anything. Okay, and let's just leave it as is and just run it. See what we get. Maybe I could specify with 3 eyes or something. Wow, that's a whole lot better. That head kicks butt. Those heads, I should say. Look at that. Like, the first guy is pretty cool. This guy here is pretty cool. I think the third guy looks kind of retarded. So let's go. Let's save the first guy. And let's see the second guy. And what this needs is probably to render a little more. So I'm gonna raise that up to about 3 there. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. Is this light? Is this a lightened version too? I think it is. Okay, let's run this again. Just do one more batch. Yep, it's keeping the design. Wow, we could probably do the last guy too. Because we're almost done with this guy. Wow. I don't like the last guy here. He looks like he has a gun in his mouth. Yeah, that's a little odd. I like what it's doing here though. That works. So we're gonna save this one and let's just do one more and then that's it. So I'm gonna save this guy. Let's just do one more. We gotta have 3, right? We can't just do 2. Yeah, I think this guy here really works. Yeah, for sure. It's like almost like it gets a better sense of what this is at a higher resolution, right? It gets a better sense of what that is. This guy wasn't bad too. The guy on the bottom wasn't too bad. Wait a minute, is it done? Am I looking at the final product? Yes, I am. Okay, so let's see. This guy looks kind of odd. He's not too bad. I like this guy. He has like these solid parts to him, and even in here. So I think it might go to the guy with no eyes and just a block for a head. A piece of thing. Yeah, this guy's a definite hard no. Okay, let's go with this guy. Idoki. Why is it saying these? Am I hitting zip by accident or? Okay, so let's move on to the last guy. Wow. Didn't expect to move so quickly along with these guys. Paste. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's just kind of review this guy real quick. Wow. Okay. Definitely where the arm is merged is what I'm going to use. Yeah, we could pull together some stuff there. Just hold on a minute. Okay. I like some of the ribbon. I like the legs. Some of these guys, the shoes is better. Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be pieced together. Then the head. This head is cool. That's not too bad. I like the flatness on it. Kept the flatness on top. Okay. Yeah, I like that. All right, so man, this guy looks sinister. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. The last guy. The last bad guy. Okay, let's see here. Let's get rid of head. Okay, so let's see. A futuristic industrial robot holding a whip. An energy whip. I don't think that's how you spell whip. That's like whipped cream, right? Like that's the action. WIP, I think. Let's see. No, that's correct. That is correct. Okay, so holding an energy whip. Let's see what we got. I'm not gonna. Let's hit generate. Let's see. Whoa, look at this guy. This actually worked. Okay, let's see here. I actually thought this guy wouldn't have worked. Yeah, this guy's working. Wow. He looks ominous, and that's how he's supposed to look, like a bad guy. I like this. The blocky. Wow. You can't like defeat this guy in like one go. Like. Solid metal. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's make a decision. I like the fact it almost looks like he's holding some kind of disc right here. This section right here. You know what? You know, for my viewers, I would like to ask you, look at this video here and look at some of my previous videos and leave a comment in the suggestion box under my profile here at Twitch and let me know which enemies you liked the design of from my previous videos. Just leave a little thing and let me know which one you prefer. Or which one you think is the coolest. I'm liking this guy here. And maybe this guy. So maybe the first two and not the guy with the disc. Let's save that. Save that. Okay. Let's do one more render, man. Let's see. Can we change anything up in here? Okay, let's just go. Okay, so believe it or not, I think we may have all we need for this guy. I could definitely work with a lot of these things right here. And maybe screwing up his hand a bit, I could fix that. I think each of these has like really cool elements in there. You could tell this guy is definitely like a black, all black with bits of, you know, like these. Yeah, he'll be like the most ominous villain so far. Okay. Okay, let's look at them all just to get an idea. So okay, so this was the. So I think I'm good with, you know, using the generative AI stable diffusion thing. Okay, let's take a look at these guys. So this was the original Alchemy sketch that we did, and of course, you know, the AI came up with different variations of rendering that. Which one do I like the most? I like what it's doing back here a little bit. I like the trunk. I like this trunk here also. This is not bad. Let's go. Let's look at B. Yeah, he's a bit of a mess, but he still has the black vibe going on. Yep, and I like this part there, of course. Let's leave this one up here. Even though it's not as dark, it's somewhat similar. It's going to A here. We have another dark one here. And these guys look very silhouette-y, right? Because the background itself is white. I like what I'm getting here, maybe because of the writing and the different layers of this kind of bluish thing. But let's see. This is not bad either. That's the original. It's not too bad. So we could play. I'm thinking I could play with these guys and get these guys up and running. Wow, so we actually stepped through all of that really fast. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's go back. Let's take a look at some of the other guys. Let's pull up BREF. Let's start loading in some of these guys here. Let's load from the first guy all the way up. Yeah, let's load from the first set of guys all the way up to the newest set of guys. So let's come here. You know what? I'm just gonna put this in a whole new screen. I'm just gonna lay them out. So let's go with the first set of guys. The lowest enemies. Let's go with the war machines. So war machine here, not bad. There's another war machine here. This war machine has kind of like a gray turquoise vibe going on. I wonder if I could get like something somewhat to some sort of scale. This guy would be tall anyway. So might be something like that. Okay, let's get this other guy in. He's a little removed from these guys, but a war machine nonetheless. You probably need some turquoise rather than that green. Let's make him just a little bit bigger. It's just basically a crab, a robotic crab. Gotta have his staple robotic crabs in here. Let's see. Let's move on to. Okay, let's go into the soldiers now. Okay, so this is a soldier. Might be about. See what height. Well, might be something like this because you could ride these things, right? So they could stand just about your height, and these guys could ride these things. Okay. Let's put this guy down here. Okay. Seeing that the soldiers, no, we have these guys here. Another set of soldiers. Maybe a little bit bigger. There you go. We got his brothers coming in here. I just want to see if we have any common threads with the design here. Maybe things that I could change up before we start modeling. You got these three guys here. One with the arms, one with the lanky arms, one with a stick. Okay, and then we got these set of guys here. I think these are more like the first set of guys. These are like almost standard right now. This guy here. Let's make him a little smaller. Okay. They're not. Doesn't look as elite as these guys here, but definitely cool. Maybe, and then we have one more guy. Okay, so this definitely is some sort of soldier class, right? These three guys, one with a kind of handgun with a rifle, and one with like something like a shotgun energy thing. Okay, so yeah, that takes care of all these are soldiers. You know, let me select these three here and separate them. Okay, so we got the war machines, got soldiers. Then he's almost like a general. Almost. He's the head of the soldiers, right? Okay, so let's go into sergeants. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. He's definitely a sergeant. Yep, big and beefy. Let's bring him down here. Let's see what else we have. Yep, and we have this guy. Okay, so yeah, the sergeants are kind of color coded. This guy could be a little smaller than this guy. Should be about the height of these guys. Yep, just about. This guy could be a smidgy bigger. Snidgy bigger. Okay. Check this out a little. Yep. Yep, and then you got this guy is definitely elite. So he's about, let's make him a little smaller because he's stooping down. His stance is going to be pretty tall. See? Yep. Let's put him right here. Bring him back a bit. Okie dokie. Yes, I like this guy. He has 3 arms. He looks more ninja-like. Okay, let's bring this guy down. So this is a sergeant class. Not bad. Okay. And what we did today was a captain, so let's get some captains happening. Yeah, so it's definitely a captain. A little more elementary colored, but we just need the shapes, right? Let's make him not crazy tall, but just tall enough. Make him a little taller. Oops. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta take a quick call. Okay, I had to take a phone call really quick there, and I am Bazak. So I think we're ready for like the last step of this stuff tomorrow, where I grab these three warlord characters that the warlord characters that we just kind of completed, and put some paint on them and make them work for what it is the game needs. Yep, these guys are ready to be worked for what the game needs. So that'll be tomorrow. So in the meantime, what do? I am gonna head out. This has been a lot of fun session, a nice stream. For all those who tuned in, welcome, and I hope you able to follow me and follow along with this adventure in game development. So you have a good night, and I'll see you guys later. xsinick out. Take it easy. God bless. Have a good night. Oh yeah, and see you tomorrow. God willing. Alright, bye bye.